Hi guys, this video is some extra help with iReady's lesson called Using Equations to Solve Problems. So if you were struggling with this one, what I'd like you to do is do a little split screen and have this video on one side of your screen and then your iReady on the other side so you can watch the two side by side and work with me as we go through the video. All right, let's start.
All's quiet at the Spy Center.
This is the life.
I wish we were doing that right now.
Detective, Code Pink, the mystery line is ringing off the chain. We need your algebraic expertise, pronto.
Boom, baby. To the lair. Okay, let's do this. Our first call.
Okay,
Hey there,
let's do this.
sweetie. What can I help you with?
Well, you see, my grandma Irma is a little upset with me. We had a birthday party for her, and I put the wrong number of candles on her cake.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just can't seem to keep track of how old she is year by year.
Awful.
It sounds like you need an algebra equation that you can use to figure out how old she is.
Gnarly, dude. Anything to keep from upsetting my Grammy another year.
Let's get a working screen going. We'll use a simple model to represent both of your ages. Let's use two strips, one for Irma's age and one for your age. So whose age is greater?
And go with Grandma.
You got it.
Yay.
So we will make Grandma Irma's strip longer than yours, sweetie. Now, since your age changes every year and Grammy Irma's age changes every year, we can assign you variables. How about G equals Grandma's age and S equals your age?
Yeah, but no matter what, she's always the same numbers of years older than me.
Precisely. So if we add this much to your age, it will equal Grammy's age.
And I was reminded last week at Grammy's birthday that she is 53 years older than me.
Okay. So which of these equations can you use to do a quick calculation of Grandma's age?
Well, we see right here, S, Sweet Tea's age, plus the 53 years should give us a total of Grandma's age. So right here, S plus 53 equals G. Done.
How sweet it is. When we look at the model, adding 53 years to Sweet Tea's age will equal Grandma Irma's age.
Okay, let's solve it now.
So all I have to do is add 53 to my current age, and I will always be able to figure out how old Grammy is.
Hey there, sweetie tea. I hope you aren't feeling guilty about forgetting my grand old age, are ya?
Well, kinda.
Because, my memory isn't the best either. I forget yours sometimes, too.
Well, you can use this equation too, Gram. If you don't mind me asking, for educational purposes, of course. How old are you, Gram?
There is no shame in saying I'm 68 years young.
So if G equals 68, what is Sweet Tea's age?
Okay, so let's pull up our pencil, and we're going to come over here. So we have Sweet Tea's age plus 53 equals G, which we know Grammy's age is 68. So instead of writing a G, we're going to write 68. Okay, now we're going to draw our line, isolate our variable by doing the inverse order of operations. The inverse of addition is going to be subtraction. So we're going to subtract 53 from both sides. And we should cross these out. Our additive inverses cancel out. S is going to be equal to, right here, 68 minus 53. Remember, if you can't do that mental math in your head or you don't feel like doing it, pull up your calculator. We can drag it over here so we can see our numbers. 68 minus 53, enter 15. And we're going to type that right in here to our box and see if we're right.
That's right. I'm 15. The equation works.
Woohoo!
15 years plus 53 years is equal to 68 years. That shreds.
Okay, next problem.
Thanks so much, Pango. This will really save me for years and years to come.
And I'm going to make an equation like this for all my grandchildren.
Glad I can help. Gotta go. Another call is coming in. What adventure is in store for us this time? What's up, Jake?
I just invented a new cookie recipe, and they're selling like hotcakes.
I wish we had cookies.
What's the problem?
Well, I split the batch into 4 boxes and only have 1 box left. How many cookies did I bake originally? I was in a creative frenzy, and I totally forget.
No problemo.
Happens to
We
me
can
all the
figure this
time.
out with an algebra equation. Let's start with the model. Which strip represents the total number of cookies Jake had before he split them into boxes?
Okay, total strip right here, the one that has not been divided yet.
Yeah, I see. The top model shows the total number of cookies I started with, and the bottom strip shows that amount being split into 4 equal parts, so each part can represent a box.
You got it, Jake.
So as long as I know how many cookies are in 1 box, I can figure out the total I started with.
Bake on Bake Star. So what equation represents our situation here?
Okay, so what we see is that we have 1 big long total strip, and then we have 4 individual boxes that it's being split into. So T is being split into 4 equal pieces, and we know another word for split is division. So we are looking for T divided by 4, which we see right here.
Boom, boom, baby.
The total number of cookies divided by 4 is equal to the number of cookies in each box.
But I don't know the total. I only know how many are in the 1 remaining box.
Fear not, mi amigo. When we have 2 variables, you can substitute whichever one you know to find the other.
Brad, I have 32 cookies in 1 box.
Use the equation to solve for T, the total, if B equals 32.
Okay, so let's come over here and rewrite this. So T over, that's a T. We're going to try and make that a little fancier. So it's a T divided by 4 equals B. Now, we draw our line. We know that these 2 things are attached by division. The inverse of division is multiplication. So we have to multiply both sides by 4. These will cancel. Multiply by 4. Oh no, we forgot to substitute in our 32. Can I erase? Can I turn this into, yes. All right. Let's turn this. Very good. Okay. This needs to be a 32. It's harder than it looks. I hope you're trying to write too. 32 times 4. So again, we can pull up our calculator. 32 times 4 is going to equal 128. So we're going to type 128 into our box and see if we're correct.
Boom, baby.
Yay!
Right. I just need to bake 128 cookies and split them into 4 boxes to duplicate the order. Pango, you are truly a rock star.
Glad I can help, man. Would love to stay and jam, but I have more calls, and you have to get bacon.
Stay cool, dude.
Okay, Pie. Who's next? Yo, Bella. What's going on in that
Bella?
creative brain of yours?
I'm in a bit of a bind. My 2 besties are coming over in 10 minutes for a jewelry session. I've separated all of the beads in my stash, but there are different amounts of each type.
Oh,
Easy
no.
peasy. We just need an equation that will work for varying amounts of beads.
Varying? Variables. Huh. We'll use variables.
What a coinky dink.
Feeling better already.
Let's do this. Here is a model to represent the total beads you are starting with. We can call that T. Create a strip that represents the 3 even piles of beads for you and each of your friends. We can call those P. Click here if you would like to undo. Click the check mark when you think you've got it.
Okay, so we know we have to turn this into 3 pieces, so we're going to click it 2 times
Yeah!
and submit.
What equation can we use to represent this situation?
Well, we see that we have 3 P's, so 3 times P is going to equal T. So right here, done, submit.
Boom, baby! We have 3 even piles of beads. So if we multiply the 3 times the number of piles, that will give us a total amount of beads.
Okay, let's solve it.
Okay, this isn't too complicated. Can we try the equation out?
Sure.
Okay, I have 126 wooden beads. Let's use the equation to find out how many are in each pile.
So we're going to rewrite this as 3P equals, and instead of the T, we're going to remember to substitute in the number 126. When we draw our line, we see these are attached by multiplication. We have to do the inverse operation, which is going to be division. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Remember, we can pull up our little calculator. We have 126 divided by 3, which should give us 42. So let's type that in here, 42, and hit check.
Beautiful!
Good job.
42 beads in each pile.
This.
Nice. That's plenty for a cool design.
Totally cool.
Thanks a mil, Pango. I gotta go. I have stashes of different beads I have to plug into our equation before my peeps arrive.
Glad I can help. Adios. This is so rewarding. Let's see who we can help next. Luna, my sweet dear. How can I help you today?
Dear.
So, I
Luna.
just started a new business and my dad thinks it's super valuable that I learn to budget my money.
Oh, those parents wanting us to be responsible.
What a
Can
shame.
you imagine?
Oh my goodness.
Just kidding. Go on.
Well, I earned some money mowing lawns and I really need some new art supplies, but I still want a little spending money so I can go out for ice cream with my friends tonight.
Ice
You know
cream
what?
is
Let's
important.
break this down into an equation. It will help us see things more clearly. You have a certain amount of money you earned.
Yes, and I need a box of colored pencils and a fresh sketch pad.
And you want a little left over for ice cream. Place the variables in the best location on the model.
Okay. So money earned is going to be our total bar. And now the colored pencils, the sketch pad, and the leftover money are going to be what we
Splendid.
divided into.
The money you earn will be equal to how much you can spend on the colored pencils, the sketch pad, and whatever will be left over.
And we should make the strips different sizes because the money is not being split evenly.
Let's substitute the values first this time. Then we can write the equation.
Well, I earned $15 so far. The sketch pad costs $2.50, and the colored pencils are $5.99. What is the best way to figure out how much I have left over?
Well, we know 15 is the total, so we want the entire equation to be equal to 15. And we know that we are adding these 3 things together to get to our total. So we want to pick this equation right here.
Boom, baby. That
Boom,
makes
baby.
sense. When you add everything I will be spending, including the leftover amount for ice cream, it equals how much I have to spend. $15.
So I think we're going to hit next first, and then we'll do it on the next page.
Muy bueno. So how much do you have left over for ice cream?
So we're going to do $5.99 plus $2.50, and that's going to give us $8.49. So I'm just going to write it. Can I move this? Yes, good. Okay, I'm going to write that over here. So I had how much again? $8.49 $8.49. I'm going to write it over here so that when the correct solution pops up, our handwriting isn't blocking it. Plus L, I'm going to make it a script L so that we know it's a variable and not just a 1 or something, equals $15. Zero, zero. I'm going to draw my equation line. Now this is a positive $8.49, so I know that I need to do the inverse, which is subtraction. So minus $8.49 from both sides. $8.49. Come on, buddy. We draw our line. These are going to cancel out. Bring down our L, and we're going to get, we can pull up our calculator again, switch it over to this side, and we're going to do $15 minus $8.49 and see what we get. $6.51. Type it in, check it out.
Yes,
Yay.
that is enough for a double dip.
And now that you have the idea, you can budget anything, and you will always be right on the money.
So exciting. Okay.
You know, it wouldn't hurt you to save a little too.
I know.
Put it in the
You and my
bank.
dad should hang out. You have a lot in common.
He is one cool dude.
Very
Bye
cool.
for now, my friend.
Ah, just another hard day's work. Feeling good about today? The cool thing about equations is that it takes a real-life situation and expresses it in an algebraic way. That way, we can use the same equation over and over when we have different values for our variables.
So we will
It can
always
be so useful.
be able to solve
Just
real
follow the
world
steps.
problems.
Model the situation,
Okay.
set up the equation, substitute your known variables, use inverse operations to isolate the variable.
And
Make sure you always check your answer.
Always.
Mysteries love to be solved.
very good. All right, let's go take our quiz.
Max is 2 years older than Vector. Which equation will help you find Max's age if you know Vector's age?
Okay, so we know that Mags's age is Vector's age plus 2. So we want to take this guy right here, this equation. So M, Mags, is equal to Vector plus 2. Let's solve it.
If Max is 34 years old, how old is Vector?
So if we drew our line here, we would subtract 2 from both sides. And up in the top, we were told that Mags is 34. So instead of this M, we know that this is a 34. So now we do 34 minus 2 because this canceled out. And we know that 34 minus 2 is 32. Okay, let's delete that and go to the next problem.
If the area of a rectangle can be calculated by multiplying the width of the room by the length of the room, which equation can be used to calculate the area?
Well, we know that we're multiplying length times width right away. That's just our good old area formula. So area equals length times width. Let's go solve it.
Find the width of a rectangular room with a length of 60 meters and an area of 2,400 square meters.
Okay, so right here, A is equal to this number, 2,400. If only we had my iPad compatible with iWriting. Okay, equal to, we're finding the width, so we don't know the width, but we know that the length is 60. So that is going to be 60 W. Okay, we draw our line. These are attached by multiplication. To solve, we do the inverse, which is division. So divide both sides by 60. Cancel out, reduce. divide by 60. Okay, now yes, you can pull up the calculator, but we can also do mental math here. Cross out 1 0 on the top and 1 in the bottom. 6 goes into 24 4 times. 6 goes into 0 0 times. So our answer would be 40. Okay, let's delete our work so we have a nice clean page for the next problem.
Olive has read 79 pages of her book. Which equation shows how many more pages she has to read?
Okay, T is equal to the total number of pages. All right, R is equal to how many more pages she still has to read. So that's telling us that our total number minus the 79 pages that we have already read is going to be equal to what's left over. Oops. Done. Okay, let's go solve it.
If she has 184 pages left to read, how many total pages are in Olive's book?
Okay, so it says 184 pages left to read, so that's our R, right? So this is going to be T minus 79 equals 184. Okay, so now once we draw our line, let's switch to white. We know that the inverse of subtraction is addition, so we're going to add 79 to both sides. So in order to solve this, we have to do the 79 pages she already read plus, this is gone, plus the 184 she has left to read, and we're going to get T is equal to, okay, let's pull up our little calculator. Oh, we can't on this. I always forget. Okay, that's okay. We can add this really nice and easy. 4 plus 9 is 13. Okay, 8, 9 plus 7 is 16. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 263 right here. Perfect. All right, let's delete this and go to the next question.
Each case of apples Jake buys weighs 24 pounds. Which equation tells the number of pounds in any number of cases?
Okay, so if we know that one case is equal to 24 pounds, in order to find a total number of pounds in multiple cases, we would have to pick this one right here. I know it's a little tricky with two variables, but now they're going to tell us a number we can substitute in.
If Jake wants to buy 480 pounds of apples, how many cases does he need to order?
Right, so this P we're going to turn into 480 equals 24C. My finger's getting tired. I don't know about yours. Draw our line. We're going to divide both sides by 24. Divide by 24. Okay. These are going to reduce to 1. So we're going to get C is equal to 24 goes into 48 2 times, and 24 goes into 0 0 times. So we're going to have C equals 20. And we are done. All right, and we got 100. Okay, if you have any questions, you can email me or Mr. Stark. Otherwise, good job for completing iReady, and now you can head over to S.6 for IXL homework.